Welcome to the presentation by the group SC&I High, Annie, Angelica, Emily, and Molly. Okay, so our video is going to start with an opening sequence that is going to ask the viewers, do they have a creative mindset, enjoy working with editing software? Because a lot of kids, especially kids that have Macs, they have access to stuff like this every day. And what a lot of kids don't know is that the DCIM minor will enable them to use programs like that in a more proactive way with their majors. So we're gonna kind of like pose the question, and then following up with if you found yourself answering yes to that question, then you should check out the DCIM minor. And then it's gonna go into a transition where we introduce 4 students who have differing majors, and how kind of stories about how they would get benefit from the DCIM minor with the major that they have. So first we're going to introduce the viewer to Michael, who's a civil engineering major at Rutgers. He works extremely hard in his academic life, but he wants to find something different to enhance his educational experience. We're going to introduce each of the characters first in the video, and then kind of show how they benefit from the DCIM minor. So first it's Michael, and then it's going to be Colin, who's an English major. He's surrounded by books and writing papers, but it's a very solitary activity, and he needs help connecting to other people who have his major. Then we have Austin, who's a business major, and someday he wants to create, own, and run his own business. So obviously Austin is going to find things in the DCIM minor that he can benefit from. And the last student is Bridget, who's a biochemistry major. Science and math have always interested her, but she always loves making videos and has a passion for media. So those are the 4 students, and then we're going to kind of go into their stories and how they could benefit from the DCIM minor. So it's going to go into a voiceover of the student himself, and we're going to start with Michael. He finds that the DCIM minor can help him in his major through image design. In his strategic presentations class, he would learn how to use Pixlr to edit images of bridges that he would one day love to design. So in the video, it would be a screencast of Michael using Pixlr to create the images of bridges that he would like to design, and it just kind of shows that the DCIM minor can make what they're doing more applicable to everyday life, because everybody has access to these programs. And then it's going to cut to Colin, who he's writing a paper, so it would be another screencast of like an empty Word document, and then not knowing what other people are writing about in their own English classes, then Colin would go and look up the DCIM minor and find that he can blog. Being an English major, I know that all of my English classes are starting to have me blog. So and that really connects the students together. But because I took strategic presentations in digital media, I know how to use WordPress and other blogging sites, and a lot of the students in my classes don't. So that would be Colin's benefit from the DCIM minor. Austin, who's the business major, discovers a digital communication, information, and media minor at Rutgers, and he's able to gain creativity and design skills and experience to help him design the logo for his dream business. Another course offered through his minor allowed Austin to build on his leadership and communication skills that will help him manage his own company one day. So clearly that's an aspect of the DCIM minor that Austin would benefit from. And finally, Bridget would be a screencast of a bunch of text, tweets, and Facebook messages where she would discover the DCIM minor and takes a few classes in it. And she loves the idea so much that she declares the minor, and she uses the skills that she learns in the DCIM minor, including making a presentation, using all sorts of digital media resources that she can help. She takes initiative and decides to help the dining halls have a healthy food initiative. So that's something that Bridget kind of combines the minor and the major to do something proactive for the university, which is an interesting part of the video. So then we're going to cut to everybody, how they benefited from what they learned from the DCIM minor and how it helped their major. So Michael, so Michael would benefit from using Pixlr for the Bridget, to create images, and it would be a screencast of him doing so. And so through Twitter and Facebook statuses that we would screencast in the video, he would be able to show his friends that how much he's benefited from the DCIM minor. Colin, the English major, would be a screencasting of him blogging and interacting with other people on his blog that he learned to make from the DCIM minor. And so basically the students would be advertising their, like, yay, I found, like, I can do this now because of the DCIM minor. So Austin would, explain how the DCIM minor helped him create his own business and make, help him build skills that would be useful for his business career prospects. And Bridget would explore the minor and help the university by connecting her knowledge of science and math with her skills in social media. So that would be our presentation. It would kind of end with images of all 4 students content with their work, and that they were able to combine with aspects of the DCIM minor and their own majors. So we think that the video would really cultivate both all aspects that majors that Rutgers offers, and how the DCIM minor can really make it more accessible and help them utilize skills that they really face every day. Okay, thank you for giving us your time, and that was our presentation by this group SC&I High.